All right, welcome. You're about to crack open a textbook, but I want you to think of this as something way more. This is not just a book. This is the start of an incredible journey, really an expedition through the 4 billion-year story of life on Earth. So let's dive in. Every great expedition needs a map, right? Well, this is yours. And look, this isn't a map of cities or continents. It's a phylogenetic tree. It's a map of time itself, showing how every single living thing, from the tiniest bacterium to the biggest whale, is connected. This is going to be our guide through the epic saga of evolution. So the only real question is, are you ready to explore? To see how it all started and, how we got here? Let's do this. Now, our journey doesn't start with the big stuff like dinosaurs or mammals. No, it starts with the invisible architects of our world, the microscopic life that literally built our planet long before we ever showed up. First up, we've got the most mysterious players of all, viruses. It's wild. They're not really alive, but they're not really dead either. You can think of them as these biological ghosts just existing in this strange in-between world, totally unable to do anything on their own. And you can really see the difference here. A living cell, that's like a self-sufficient factory, right? It makes everything it needs. A virus, on the other hand, it's a tiny pirate, a biological hijacker with just one mission: find a host cell and force it to make more copies of itself. And don't think for a second that their methods are simple. This isn't just a smash and grab. It is a masterpiece of parasitic engineering. I mean, just look at the life cycle of HIV. It's this intricate 7-step dance for taking over an immune cell. And yeah, this is exactly the kind of complex topic that can be really tough to wrap your head around on your own. But here's the thing, you're not on your own. Your textbook is actually powered by Notebook LM, which is like an AI guide. So when you get to a complex diagram like this one, you can just ask the AI to explain each step, one by one, until it totally clicks. It's like having a personal tutor ready to go 24/7. Okay, so from those strange biological ghosts, let's move on to the true pioneers of our planet. If you've ever seen those incredible, vibrant colors in Yellowstone's hot springs, you weren't looking at minerals, no. You were looking at prokaryotes, Earth's very first inhabitants, just thriving in boiling hot water. They are the ultimate survivors. So that begs a huge question. How in the world did we get from these super simple, tough-as-nails cells to the complex ones that make up plants, animals, and, well, us? The answer is this world-changing event called endosymbiosis. It's the story of one cell swallowing another, not to destroy it, but to form a team. It was basically a chain reaction of cellular teamwork. You had one cell that ate a bacterium that could make energy from sunlight. Then another bigger cell came along and ate that cell. And this process, happening over millions of years, created the ancestors of all plant life. It's just like a Russian nesting doll of evolution. So with these brand new, superpowered cells, life was finally ready for its next great project, moving out of the water and, building a green planet. But life couldn't have done this alone. It took one of the most important partnerships in history, the alliance between fungi and plants. Those mushrooms you see there, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Underneath the soil is this vast network that became the planet's first internet, helping early plants like these horsetails get all the nutrients they needed to survive on land. Now, fungi are nature's great recyclers. They're essential partners, for sure. But they are also incredibly powerful pathogens. They can spoil our food, they can devastate entire crops with rusts and mildews, and they can produce some of the most potent toxins known to science. So once plants got a foothold on land, they started this incredible arms race of innovation. They developed internal plumbing, vascular tissue, to grow tall. They invented the seed, which is like a perfect little survival pod for the next generation. And then, finally, they created the flower, a brilliant marketing tool to get animals to help them reproduce. Now that's a lot to remember, but with Notebook LM, you can instantly create quizzes or flashcards on this timeline to make sure you've got it down cold before you move on. So, with the world now green and full of oxygen, the stage was finally set for the next big act, the spectacular rise of the animal kingdom. And just like everything else in this story, it all started simply. This is a sponge. It's one of the earliest, most basic animal body plans. It's really just a community of cells working together to create a living water pump, filtering food from the ocean. But things did not stay simple for long. About 530 million years ago, we get the Cambrian explosion, just this incredible burst of evolutionary creativity where pretty much all modern animal blueprints just appeared. And suddenly, the oceans were filled with these creatures of incredible complexity and variety, like this beautiful feather star. And that explosion of creativity led to the absolutely breathtaking diversity we see today. I mean, this slide alone captures two masterpieces of evolution. On one hand, you have the insect's tough, lightweight exoskeleton. And on the other, you've got the impossibly intricate structure of bird feathers, a total marvel of natural engineering that makes flight possible. So, across this vast journey, from a single cell all the way to the marvel of a bird in flight, we've seen how your textbook comes with this indispensable companion for the expedition, your AI-powered field guide. We've mentioned a couple of its features already. The platform that makes this all possible is called Notebook LM. It's designed from the ground up to turn your textbook from just a static document into a dynamic, interactive learning experience. So let's just put it all together. You've got these incredible tools right at your fingertips. You can master key terms with interactive flashcards. You can check your own understanding at any point by just making a quiz. And you can get help with any complex diagram by using the AI chat. And this all comes back to that fundamental challenge for any student. I mean, we've all been there, right? It's 2 a.m, you're staring at some complex process like endosymbiosis, and it is just not clicking. With this guide, you're never really stuck. You can always ask for a clear explanation, ask it to summarize a really dense passage, or even see how one idea connects to a totally different chapter. You have a personal guide, available 24/7. The story of life truly is the greatest adventure ever told, and it's written in the DNA of every living thing around us and inside of us. You've just seen a few pages. From viral hijackers to the greening of the planet. Now you have the map, and with an AI-powered guide at your side, you have a whole new way to explore it. The only question left is, what are you going to discover?